Killers, like, what are y'all yapping about? Like, I don't know what y'all be yapping about. Like, on this video, I'm gonna show y'all like screenshots from like X. That's like some arguments and like some takes that they've had against me with my post. They had like 18,000 views on it, over 100 likes of me supporting Distortion. I mean, I'm a Distortion somewhat user, not really. I definitely never use it to hide and be immersed all game. That's just not my style. I have 8,000 hours in this game. I enjoy being chased. Please chase me. In fact, the way killers hate Distortion users are the way I hate just stealth killers in general, because I just hate being caught off guard. Just chase me. Give me a blight over a ghost face. I don't like that BS stalk, all that stuff. Just chase me. Just please do. But I just don't understand, like, what are y'all going on about? Like, I don't understand what is the problem. You guys are getting what y'all wanted to a degree. So let me go over it, right? So currently Distortion works with 3 tokens, right? You start the match off with 3 tokens. Anytime your aura is read by killer, let's say if I'm killer and I got lethal pursuer, and let's say 4 survivors, but only 1 was running Distortion, I would see 3 survivors and not that survivor. And anytime that survivor aura has been read, it uses up a token. So let's say they try to, you know, oh, okay, I don't want to get all my tokens used up, because then eventually when they're all gone, I can see your aura now, right? Even if you scream, I can see your aura. So if I get, so that survivor who's immersed, which is the one that people are complaining about the most, can sneak around my terror radius. Maybe they'll run quick and quiet. Maybe they'll run iron will to also not make noise if they are injured. And then they can gain those tokens back, right? Then they can just hide all game, maybe for hatch. And then what that end up happening is it kind of forces the killer, if they can't see that survivor, they can't really ignore other survivors. They have to still chase them. I mean, you still are a killer, right? You still is a killer, so you still have to go after these survivors, despite that you went after them before, because you can't find that other survivor that's hiding all game. Okay, I understand that. Now you have it now where, okay, they're gonna say, okay, we don't want it to be when we had it before in the PTB, where it's gonna be no token system, but it works one time, but you still have to engage and chase with killer. They said nah, because guess what? They even said in their patch notes on Reddit that a lot of the times killers are running a lot of aura read and it only works one time. It just doesn't feel like a fair balance. I blame killers for that. Killers, y'all are running mostly aura reading in y'all builds. Y'all can go to the nightlight.gg website. Y'all can literally go to that. Y'all are the ones that, y'all are the reason why it's like this. I want to be very clear here. Survivors are going to hide and be stealthy regardless. There are newer players. There are people who want to be gen jockeys. I understand that. But y'all have to realize, I want everybody to understand this. You can, and this is public data information you can look up, right? I don't like to argue with feelings over facts. And a lot of times I think that's what we do often to prove points, is that we get loud, we do ad hominems and personal attacks. Just go off facts, not fiction. Go to the notlight.gg website. You can literally look up what is the most used perk for killer and survivor. For survivor, the #1 used perk is windows of opportunity. You go to killer perks, it's pain res. Okay, so with them, it's mix of pain res or slowdowns, and then gem regression and it's aura reading. So there's barbecue and chili, lethal pursuer, nowhere to hide. You can literally see that. So if I'm playing a game, at least 2 aura reading perks are in each killer build, right? So y'all have to understand that the only reason why they decided to not like go off the non-token system is because y'all running a lot of aura reading. It has to be balanced, y'all. In a game that's already not that balanced, but y'all are the reason why it's like that. Why? Because both sides are trying to win and counter each other's meta. Just like, guess what? If you have Swift that runs Prove Thyself, Deja Vu, etc., toolboxes and stuff like that, guess what killers are likely going to do? They're going to run gen regression. They're going to run pain res. They're going to run eruption. I'm not mad at that. We may be mad at how certain perks work, but I'm not mad at the idea that you are running something to counter that survivor's meta, and killers do, and survivors doing the same thing for killer. I don't like that in the beginning of the game I can get sniped across the map but from a hunter because she can see my aura for free. When you have scratch marks you can rely on, you have noise notification from a certain distance, you can just see where generators are base kit because you can see the aura of generators. You can do that, but no, you want to end the games faster. Cool. So let Distortion work the way it does. Now Distortion, to me, like I said, it works both ways, because the only people that should be upset about it are just the immersed survivors who want to hide all game, because they have to be chased by killer. They can't just be no longer in the killer territory. So like, what are y'all on about? And then I'm on Twitter, right? I'm on Twitter, and this is just what I said. I says, you know, I was on X reading the 8.3.0 update. I just said keeping some of the tokens for distortion users is awesome. We gained it back for banning and chase, and it's a fair balance. I never used it to hide from you killers. I got 18,000 views on this post, 101 likes, etc. This guy posted, or somebody, it's a cat named Cow. Totally, this is what they should have been. This is what they should have done in the first place. How can they expect to have it be single use when killers run 4 aura perks that go off every 10 seconds? Think about it. I mean, again, I'm not against what killers run. I just want y'all to understand. Y'all can do what y'all want. Y'all can use whatever build y'all want. I personally think if I was playing killer, I would use some chase builds, you know, to counter some chase loops like bamboozle and, you know, maybe blood favor. I would do stuff like that. But y'all like to try to run gen regression and aura reading. Cool. So we're gonna try it. So to me, this system works. Not to say, yeah, killers are mad that they can't just abuse aura readings on distortion. Honestly, aura readings and gen slowdowns are meta for killers. And then Mr. Paradox put, then tell me what killers should run. No gens perk, no aura perks. What do you prefer? I am really interested. I said, well, for starters, try to use some chase builds. You know, I kind of went over it. Kind of try to mix it up. You can run wherever you want. I just think that this is a dub for both sides, right? Because the only thing that made a good argument was if I'm not running distortion, which a lot of times I don't. It's not that I don't have anything against people who run it. It's just if I'm running distortion. I mean, if I'm running distortion, but my other survivors aren't running distortion. And let's say if I am immersed or not immersed, I can understand why if they don't see my aura, they will go after the same people. You can't expect killers to just ignore survivors. And a lot of times survivors be like, well, what is this for? Why are you tunneling me? Sometimes they have to go after somebody, right? And that's just how they can snowball. So to me, I just don't see the L in this. I did have somebody say some stuff like, Robin, he said, distortion crybabies won. I just put in response, in the words of you own killer mains, cry more. A lot of times that's what y'all do, right? Anytime survivors cry or complain about legitimate things, we are told to cry more. Cry over it, get over it. But yet, y'all are the one that are crying. So let me know in the comments, do y'all think that this makes sense? Should they have kept the 3 token system in the beginning and have immersed players, you know, play immersed and hide all day and to get hatch, right? How do you feel about that? Should they kept it in the PTB where it only worked like one time and you had to be chased? Or should they have had it just the way they have it now? I think personally, they should keep it the way it is. Keep the system the way it is. Keep it where it's, I mean, not the way it is currently, but like make it where, okay, you have to interact with killer. You get 2 tokens. They could have kept 3 if they wanted to, but keep 3 tokens. Because even if if you don't keep 3, keep 2. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is survivors who are immersed, they only get it back. They only get it back if they are in chase. And I just want to be very clear before I end this video. It says, I just want to be, well, damn, I kind of lost it. I think they said it recharges every 30 seconds too. Like the token system. So it's 2 tokens that they're trying to release on 8.3.0. It's every 30 seconds that it will recharge when you are in chase with killer. So keep that in mind. And then you get a token back, you get another token back. I think it's a fair balance, but y'all got to let me know what y'all think. And yeah, just please keep it respectful in the comments. I understand this is like a huge debate because killers want their value and survivors who are immersed want to hide all game. And survivors like me who like to take chase, I just don't like to be, because you know there are certain aura that killers will run that they can see your aura while in chase, and it's just like I just want to be able to like not be able to show that. I don't want to give anything for free. That's just how I believe or how I feel. I don't want to give anything to like a stealth killer that can just like a ghost face. That's why I just don't like. That's why I run it. Outside of that, you can chase me all day. I got 8,000 hours. I could care less about. I don't hide. I think that's boring, but. That's just me. That's just me. But hey, have a blessed day. Stay safe out here. If nothing else, like and share and subscribe. Thank you and peace.